Triggered. I liked this fan film with Wolverine and Blade having a struggle. And Blade, his character was really creepy, and I just thought it was an interesting plot. And the line, "'cause all whack jobs have kill switches," made me laugh out loud. That was hilarious. I thought the costumes and special effects were really good. Oh, and then she said, "Shut the F up" to Deadpool. That was funny. And with Deadpool walking around without a head at the end before he put his head on, that was cute. And how he was looking at the one guy and then he just walked off and just kind of shrugs. All of that was really cute. I liked all of it. I thought the plot was good, like I said, and the intention and the motivation of the evil guy I thought was a good intention. I thought all of it was just, it was a fun ride. I love fan films, so it was great to watch. And the amount of work and stuff you put into these types of films doesn't go unrecognized. I feel like there's a lot of great attention to detail, especially with the costumes and the special effects. So great work.
This film, Triggered, is part werewolf fan fiction, part superheroes and villains, part aliens and apocalypse, and part world domination. It was very science fiction vibes with all the different costumes and creatures, which I think they made look really cool with the costumes, props, and especially the lighting. I think the storyline was pretty solid, and while a little bit confusing, it was very developed and entertaining and makes you want to watch more because there's so many elements they were trying to include in there. I like that they leaned into the campy vibes and didn't take itself, they took itself seriously, but I think that's what made it funnier, especially in the end by having the blood splatter on the camera, kind of breaking that fourth wall a little bit almost. So I think that was really cool.
Triggered. I really liked the storyline for this. I'm a huge geek, so I love all of these Marvel characters. And I like what the filmmakers did with the story. I thought it was very different. It was really unique. They added the suspense into it. And I felt that the plot of it was really, really interesting. The addition of Deadpool was hilarious. So that was a wonderful touch that they put in there. And I think that the special effects were done really, really well. It's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're dealing with a superhero movie and you don't have $1 million budget. So I thought that was really well. The only thing that was a little odd, I guess, to me, was the cinematography. It looked like this was filmed with 2 different cameras because there were some shots that were beautiful quality. It almost looked 4K. And then there were other shots that were really hazy and cloudy, and it just didn't look like it was shot with all the same camera all the way through. But other than that, I thought that they did a good job.
Trigger 2.0 brings us characters that we're very familiar with. It is definitely a fan appreciation film, and we can see these really humanized looks when it comes to these comic book characters. I don't know, I felt like these actors in a sense felt like the most realistic humans that it could showcase these very popular, well-known people such as Wolverine and Deadpool and Blade in an instance. And, I never really thought about, what if Wolverine and Blade got in a fight? What would that look like? And what if it was live streamed and, that story play its course? Yet here I am bearing witness exactly to that type of story. I love the balance of relationships of good versus evil, and that being displayed in this sibling relationship and being able to have that 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 sense of salvation almost. I loved the humor that came with Deadpool and just those little tiny elements, you know, the break of the fourth wall, the credit sequence being funny, you know, even going to such lengths as to seeing Blade lick blood off the floor. Like, you never really think of what you're gonna see, and then you do, and they definitely did a good job of creating a story and that is memorable with these big, like, humorous moments.